All right, so after chapter 2, you're going to be standing right about here because you cut the skipped the cutscene. We're going to take the elevator up to the next floor. Chapter 3 is to your left. Jump over those books.
The order of the chapters is left, right, up, up, up. That was casually one of the hardest things for us, figuring out where in the heck we were supposed to go next.
Now, as Chapter 3 loads in... Chapters 3 and 4 are my favorite, just as a side note. I really enjoy both of these next 2 chapters. After Chapter 4, it gets mean. Alright. So, a couple of different ways you can do this. The intended method is wall jump, swing... Whoops. is wall jump, swing, and then another swing. And that's fine. That's until recently, that's how we actually solved this. Anymore, what we do is just walk all the way across. And then we're going to do a zoop,
Jump,
shift, cancel. Ray's going to zoop to me. And there you go. Big swing. Swing.
Okay.
Couple of different ways you can do this. You can swing across to this next branch, and then you can actually just jump. We used to do a second swing there, but you can just jump. No big deal. You can
do a long swing.
So this is the biggest swing in the game, and this is our preferred method that we have a good backup for it. So here's the big swing. And I land there. So what if I go for that, but I don't quite make it? All right, so now I'm here. A really good backup for that is just to do a zoop shift. Now, why don't we just do that as our primary solution? Because walking this far is slower than swinging all the way across.
Again, swings are fast motion. So So basically, if you can swing, you might as well swing. The secret to the long swing here is that neither of us can grab the yarn until kind of late. Because if you grab the yarn right away, there's like 50% blue yarn and 50% pink yarn right now. If I grab it as soon as he drops, I am holding on to all of the blue yarn, and he only has about half of the yarn left. So instead, we let him fall a little bit, and then I grab late, and he ends up kind of holding maybe 20% of the yarn, and right? So then there's just more yarn. You don't run out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this next puzzle, the intended solution involves pushing this truck with the balloon tied to it all the way over to the far wall. But pushing the truck slows you down, and again, walking not as fast. Well, I guess walking's not as fast as swinging, but we don't do any swinging here, so never mind, disregard that. Instead, I'm just going to walk all the way over. Ray's going to stay there on the balloon. Zoop. She's going to zoop to me. And there's a little mini cutscene here that is, to the best of my knowledge, is not skippable. There will be some cutscenes that we can skip. And we'll point them out when we get to them. And here we have a good old chase scene.
Frog. More cigarettes. You guys remember the cigarettes?
Alright, these soda cans and things on the ground are interactable, and by that I mean you can land on them. Try not to, because they can mess up your bunny hopping. Or if you're not bunny hopping, if you're just walking, when you walk into them, they will slow you down. And you can get caught by those cigarettes and die. Hedgehog! Jump up these stairs. Someone had a party.
Didn't clean up after themselves.
Alright, so see that keg? That keg's going to be important. There's a mini cutscene here. One Yarny is going to be trying to jump over this keg because you gain control before you can see your Yarny. Ray, the blue Yarny, jumps over. During that entire period, I was not touching my joystick. I have a habit of generally just continuing to hold right because we're always moving to the right. I'm not touching my joystick because if I do, I'm going to push the keg. And if you push the keg, it goes upward, and now it's too tall to jump over. So I leave it right where it is. Ray tries to jump over. She usually gets it. Every now and then she's still here on the left side, in which case, just jump over once you can see your Yarny. Then I push it. Ray jumps over there.
I am on the right side of the light because zoops do not work if you are touching the light. So that one's really important. Anywhere like that, if you can't be standing in the light when the other person's trying to zoop to you.
Okay, this is a little cutscene. We don't currently have control. However, I'm already holding the zoop button, and Ray is already holding right on the joystick because, and this is going to be a common refrain, we regain control of the Yarnies before we can see them. So you can kind of see, there's the zoop. Now, the important thing here, as soon as I see myself zoop, I start mashing the unmerge button. Reason for that, that little cutscene that we just saw there.
Walking across the bridge.
If you are merged for that little mini cutscene, for some reason, it takes longer.
We don't know why.
We don't know why. If you're unmerged when you start that, it goes by much more quickly. I'm talking like probably 3 or 4 times as long, which I mean it's 2 or 3 seconds versus 7 or 8 seconds, but still that's a lot of time. Here's another one where we're supposed to build a bridge, but we're not going to. Whoops.
Hey.
Swing.
Swing.
More cigarette avoidance. All right, now we're about to drop down into some caves. Before I drop down, I just want to kind of preface. I mentioned early on that there is fall damage. Hey, it's a horse. Hi, horse. I mentioned early on that there's some fall damage that you don't need to cancel. You can simply mitigate. This is going to be a good example of that. So as I'm falling, I'm going to kind of move. I'm going to land on this, and I'm going to jump. Ordinarily, I would have suffered fall damage when I hit this. You see these cigarettes? You see how they're not killing me? This glowing green moss here, if you're hiding in this, the cigarettes can't get you. But it's also slow to hide, so we're not going to bother using it ever. But if you do suffer fall damage, you're safe because you land there in that green stuff.
It just takes an extra second.
Yep.
Zoop cancel.
Zoop. Zoop. Skip about half of that room.
Skip all of this room.
Skip pretty much all of this upcoming room. So what I just did there, because since you couldn't see what I was doing, we zooped up. That's actually a pretty tough zoop. We'll do it one more time and kind of talk through. So Ray's going to jump out to the right and zoop.
I'm going to jump to the right. Ryan's going to jump up and zoop. Mm-hmm. I'm going to jump left off of the wall while I cancel to move him left.
There you go. So she gives me additional height and leftward momentum so that I can end up on top of this rock here. Oop, sorry. There you go, just like that. Now I'm going to do a wall jump to the left and then to the right. And then I'm going to start holding L and walking right so that Ray can come up.
And then I zoop over as soon as I'm up there.
All right, this next part coming up we refer to affectionately as turkey time.
A turkey time. Some of the best music in the game.
Because there's a turkey. I bet you didn't see that one coming.
Based on a real grouse.
So this turkey can and will kill you. So don't slow down. It's the best advice I can give you.
We still solve this pretty much normally.
Yeah, this is essentially as intended. There is a faster skip for this involving a zoop. We don't go for it because we find that it's
terrifying
and difficult. Ray's going to jump up there and distract the turkey so that I can escape. And then as soon as I'm through, she's going to drop down. I'm going to zoop to her, make up a little bit of room. Hey. Oh. It's the turkey. Again. And/or different turkey?
It's the same turkey, fam.
You decide.
It's the same turkey.
I'm in different turkey camp.
Everyone else is in same turkey camp.
Yeah, I think I might be alone on It's a Different Turkey Island.
It's a different turkey island.
I'm the lone survivor of It's a Different Turkey Island.
Survivor. No one else wants to go there. We all
Okay.
moved.
Couple of different ways we can do this puzzle. We'll show you the old skip. I'm not even going to bother showing you the intended method, but I'll show you the old skip first.
It's fun. It's my favorite. I'm really sad we changed it.
Boop, boop, boop. All right, you see how the turkey's facing left? I did that. I'm going to restart the checkpoint so that you can see what usually happens if you don't do the skip. So the turkey is facing to the right. If I were to drop down right now and go through here, the turkey will eat me, which I don't want. Okay, so I'm going to approach the tree trunk stump thing. I'm going to jump up onto the left lip. I'm going to jump down, and then I'm going to jump into the trunk. And now the turkey's facing left. So the idea there, excuse me, the idea there is that you jump here onto the left lip, and then down, not too far away, but just a little bit, down here, and then into the tree trunk without touching the walls of it. I'll do that one more time. So we're approaching the tree trunk, and then it's a total of 3 jumps. Jump, jump, jump. And the turkey's facing left, and I can just climb right up past him and he won't see me.
It just gives me great joy to see the turkey be an idiot.
So that, until recently, was our preferred skip. And yeah, it makes the turkey look very foolish. Instead, we're going to do this. Ray's going to hang all the way back. I'm going to zoom. She's going to get me up there. Whee! All right, one more time, because that went by pretty fast. Essentially, it's just a zoop shift to get me some extra height so that I can land on top of the tree.
So NMS is no out of bounds, and we've sort of basically decided that out of bounds is anywhere you can't get not using zoops. So you have to be able to get there using normal gameplay, basically.
Bye, beach.
The top of that tree trunk is reachable. If you go all the way through the normal puzzle, you can swing over there that way. So if you are like, I don't know if this is really out of bounds or not, on anything that you were kind of figuring out on your own, A, that's kind of a good rule of thumb. Can you get there without a zoop? And B, please just join the Discord and drop a clip, and we're all happy to kind of have a general meeting and decide on any specific thing like that. But that one is specifically, someone chested it, it is in bounds.
And that's the end of Chapter 3. Once again, you would pause, quit to start screen, reload the file to skip the cutscene. Probably. We'll see you in Chapter 4.